We are in the absolutely beautiful, stunning Kuala Lumpur, sunny, and I'm joined with Aneesh. And Aneesh, let's start with thank you for coming on the show first.
Thank you.
And can you explain who you are?
My name is Aneesh Bhasin. I'm a photographer from Bombay, and apart from photography, I write, and I'm also an entrepreneur in the wine space now in India.
So tell us about your interest in photography.
Photography, for me, like most photographers in the world, started as a hobby. And right in school, I knew I wanted to be a photographer. And after school, didn't go to college, pursued photography, assisted, and started off on my own at 18 or 19.
You sound very modest, Aneesh, but you've obviously won a lot of awards and you've shot for a lot of very well-to-known magazines. So tell us about that.
Honestly, I think I just got lucky with the awards. I think I got my first award at 21. And in terms of names, I've been lucky to shoot with a lot of big names, yes. But I think, again, I've been at the right place at the right time at a lot of spots. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about awards.
And did you mention the magazines that you shot for?
So I regularly shoot for magazines from all over the world. I have a blog on both GQ India, Connoisseur Traveler India. I shot for Lonely Planet several times. I shoot for BBC Good Food, Times of India, and Hindustan Times, several publications.
It's interesting, Aneesh, that you are now, you're also saying that it's the death of DSLRs now and why mobile phone is the newest in thing.
So why I say that is, as far as professional photography goes, yes, obviously DSLRs will exist. I'm not going to go do every professional shoot with a phone camera. But I think people who want to pursue photography as a hobby, I actually think it's easier and more enjoyable on the phone than getting a DSLR. Most people will not use a DSLR to the maximum. It's honestly not the easiest thing to carry around. You have that initial fascination which pretty much goes away later. And I think a phone can do so much and it's a lot handy. And personally for me, it brought back that hobby element which I'd lost. You know, being a professional photographer, I won't take out my big camera and just shoot about, let's say, a flower or something. But with a phone, I might just do that. And I think it's brought back that hobby element which I think with DSLRs, after some years, you might lose.
You also have varied interest and your latest one is into wines. How did that happen?
So wines actually happened because of photography. I was commissioned to shoot for a book on the Indian alcohol industry, so that took me to a lot of vineyards. And I just realized that wine tasted better at vineyards, and it purely started from that interest and became serious. And about a year back, me and this other friend of mine who's my co-founder in Indian Wine List, we got fed up as consumers that there was nothing happening in the Indian wine space from the education side and the alcohol side. And we decided to go ahead and do something ourselves. So we launched an iPhone app, an Android app. We put up a lot of original content. Coming from a photography background, our content is also good. It's good looking, it's well shot and things like that. So yeah, it's basically wines and photography and everything in between. So it all comes together. Travel, photography, wines, it all goes along well.
Who's been your inspiration, Aneesh?
So purely in terms of photography inspirations, I think one photographer I really admired was Prabhuda Dasgupta, who unfortunately he passed away some time back. Stunning work. Again, he shot stuff with simple point-and shoots, and you know, it was the first time I realized that you don't have to be equipment crazy to get good pictures, which a lot of us, especially when you're starting in photography, you know, you have that aspiration of owning the best of equipment and the best of this and the best of that, and it really doesn't matter. In fact, my last award, which I won, an international award, was from my iPhone. And it's not like it was entered in a phone category or something. It was in the mainstream category and it was from the phone. So I think one thing I realized seeing Prabhuda's work was that equipment doesn't matter. And he was a big inspiration for sure.
You seem to be a guy who follows your heart. And so what tip would you give for other people who are stuck in 9-to-5 gigs?
So the funny part is now with Indian Wine List, we will be getting an office and it is going to become a full-time thing. And I'm actually thinking I'll actually have an office to go to. So how will it be? Because I've never worked in an office before. But now that I'm thinking that even I will be sort of away in a 9 to 5 job, it still won't feel like that because it's something I love. And as an entrepreneur or as a freelancer, there's no Sunday, Monday. Every day is a working day pretty much. Just that it's never felt like work, and I think you just got to do something you enjoy. There's no point being in a job which makes you crib, and I see that a lot happen in Bombay at least. So do something which you like, and obviously it's easier said than done. Everyone is not in a position to just leave their jobs and do something, but yeah, hopefully at least try and get there.
Correct. Anish, thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
Enjoy the show.
Thank you.